The flow of time. So this is going to explain how time is going to flow in the Unreal Engine update. And this is a very long post, so I'm not going to read all of this information. I'm just going to read like some of the important parts, and we'll look at the pictures in the videos. If you think about the flow of time changes during the day, morning sunlight, noon, sunset, and moonlight in the night sky. The movement of light and the changing shadows are probably the first things that come to mind. As time passes, the position of light moves and the shape of shadows changes. So you can see that in this moving picture here, but for some reason the page is kind of loading this image slow. So I just opened it in a new tab, and you can see it right here. So like as time passes, the shadows are like moving and changing. So light movement and shadow movement changes. And here on the left we have the Turconail Bank in Pleon Engine, and on the right we have it in Unreal. So you can see how like the shadows are moving and changing shape, and how like the lighting is changing, and you can see like the clouds moving in the sky there. Yeah, these videos don't want to load on this page for some reason. Hopefully anyone else that looks at this will have better luck than I'm having. But it seems to be working better if I just open these videos in a new tab. And here we can see like the shadows of like the lights and the windmill and the building like moving as time passes. And here you can see how like the sky is changing over the windmill. So this is like the day going by. And this art looks really good. And again, this isn't final. It says not final right here and right here. So this is really cool. You can see like you can see time passing in the game. You can see the clouds moving. So this is what it's gonna look like in Turconail when the Unreal update comes out. And that looks really amazing. And here we can see like the shadows move, like the shadows of the fence here. So we can see that the shadows are starting to become more visible and show. And then they're slowly moving. As time passes, like the sun is moving, the shadows are moving the opposite direction. And then this will show us rain. So they also showed this during the fantasy party in Korea. So you can see the rain, and you can see how the wood is darker because it's wet. And you can see the raindrops like soaking into the wood. That looks really good. And you can see like how the roof looks a little bit darker like here. Because it's like wet, and so is the stone to the building. So the rain effect looks really cool too. So yeah, this is gonna be how like time will pass differently. This is all about like how time will pass differently in Unreal 5, and how like weather effects like rain will look. So this is a pretty long post, and maybe that's why some of these things are having some trouble loading. But I would recommend taking a look at it. Alright, let's look at some Eternity gameplay here. So this is like the Dumbarton area, right outside the Moongate. This looks really good.
어떠실까요? 익숙하면서도 새로운 느낌이죠.
What do you think? It feels familiar yet new. Many people watching are probably watching the broadcast now.
차이가 좀 많이 느껴지실까요?
Do you feel a lot of difference?
네. 하지만 이제 지금 라이브 서버에서 보실 수 있는 덤바튼도 우리를 21년 동안 맞이해준 그 정겨움과 매력이 있죠.
And there's a cutscene when you enter Dumbarton here, which is pretty cool.
네, 덤바튼 들어갈 때 개발 버전으로 컷신을 만들어 봤습니다. 덤바튼 전경을 한번 보여드리고요. 네, 분수대에 드디어 물이 흐릅니다.
Yeah, the fountain looks really good. And we've known about the added staircases for a while. Make it easier to move around.
안녕하세요.
Looks like that character has one of the newer cattails.
저는 웃는 모습이 예쁜 이 캐릭터의 시연을 맡기고 네, 올라가서 뵙겠습니다.
Oh, and this is just a brief part where the director talks to the audience. So we'll skip through most of this and get right back to the gameplay. Yeah, there's the director, the Korean director of Mabinogi.
소식에 이어드리는 즐거운 시간이 되시길
반응도 마찬가지였습니다. 이터널 걸로 알고 정말 많은 플레이할 수 있는
산에 저희가 네
번 내용이 찾으셨는데 다는 게 어떤 느낌 로그인해서 접속했던
소개.
Okay, now we're back in game. I like this skill bar down here. I think this looks fine. I hope we can move it around though. Like, I'd like to have the freedom to move it like anywhere we want on the screen. That'd be kind of cool.
참고하시고 양해해서 봐주시면 감사하겠습니다.
And in the very top right corner, you can see like the clock up here.
어디 한번 딴 데도 가볼까요? 어디 가볼 수 있는데?
한번 이동해 보겠습니다.
밤이네요, 밤.
Showing like the in-game time. They don't have a mini-map, so maybe the mini-maps aren't done yet.
네.
성당이잖아요. 스테인드 글라스네.
네. 스테인드 글라스도 저렇게 예쁘게 표현이 돼 있습니다.
And then they have like a health bar and a mana bar and a stamina bar below the skill stuff. Looks kind of similar to how it looks like on like FF14's interface. And a couple of other games.
크리스텔 많이 지금 외치고 계신데 크리스텔 한번 대화를 해볼까요?
좋네요. 예.
So they're gonna talk to Crystal.
밀레시아 여러분들이면은 아마 눈치채셨을 수도 있을 것 같은데 좀 포트레이트에 살짝 변화가 있죠. 네, 이게 몸도 생겼고 인상.
I like how they redid
매력을
books.
살리면서
That's pretty
변화를
cool.
좀 줘봤습니다.
네.
I like how the animation looks when you turn like a page in the book. It's like you're actually like reading a real book, and that's really cool.
그 마음을 같이 동화할 수 있는 그런 세심한 그런 부분까지 신경 쓰셨다는 생각이 좀 드는데 크리스텔과의 대화는 뭐 계속 하고 싶지만
네.
어떻게 더 대화를 나눠봐요 우리?
대화는 이제 더 깊게 나눌 필요 없을 것 같고 좀 이동해 볼까요?
딴 데 볼까요, 딴 데? 예. 여러분들.
Oh, and that's the inventory. Hang on. No, wait. Let's go back a second.
필요 없을 것 같고 좀 이동해 볼까요?
딴 데 볼까요?
Just take a look at that. So yeah, there's the inventory. I like the way that looks. That looks pretty similar to what we have already without any like huge changes. Overall, I'm a big fan of that. And it looks like the hanger there, that's probably the style tab, and then there's a bunch of other tabs for like other things. I'm sure one of these, like this might be the me inventory, and then like one of these is probably the VIP inventory too. And like another one's probably like Echo Stones.
여러분들을 위한 그
I think they're gonna show off the well next.
야.
물을 떠봐야죠.
This is pretty cool. I like the animation for gathering water. How like the bucket goes down into the well like that and then comes back up. That's really cool.
우물물.
물도 이렇게 한번 떠보고 이제 계속 이동을 해보겠습니다. 물 그만 드세요. 빨리 이동하시죠.
목마르니까.
네, 서점 쪽으로 한번 가볼까 합니다.
서점. 서점하면 우리가 떠오르는
서점하면은 또
아이라인가? 아이라죠?
눈치채셨을까요?
Yeah, the bookstore. This looks nice.
허리를 조금 펴줬어요. 그리고
I think they updated her portrait a little bit too.
또 똘망똘망해졌죠.
책 많이 읽어갖고 힘들었는데 그런 부분에 대한 얘기를 좀 해주셨네. 정말 한 땀 한 땀 정성이 얼마나 많이 들어갔는지가 지금 이 장면에서 좀 보이네요.
네. 다음은 학교로 가볼까요?
학교요. 맞아. 어이구. 스튜어트 선생님.
And Sewer is outside the magic school. A couple of the NPCs are outside of the buildings they would usually be inside of.
스튜어트 선생님이 심곡을.
Oh yeah, they say like construction of this school is underway, so like the insides of buildings are not done yet. And let's go back up right over here. You can also see how some of the grass is like clipping through the stone here. I'm not sure if that's like intentional or not. I don't know if they'll change that or not.
여러분께도 신고부의 축복이 있으시길 바랍니다.
And here's the new staircase. So instead of just the wall being here, there's actually a staircase here now. Plus the two staircases on the left and right sides. Like by the bookstore and then the one way over there. So yeah, that's great. I think having the stairs in the center there makes it a lot easier to just go to the magic school.
나중에는 내부도 한번 기대해 볼게요. 이제 야도 좀 나왔는데 일단 아무래도 지난번 겨울에도 만나봤지만 이게 계단 생긴 것도 디테일을 많이 살리셨구나라는 좀 말씀을 많은 분들께서 해주시더라고요. 그러니까 이런 부분들이 계속 늘어나니까 더 밀레이션 분들이 이 다음 장면에 대해서 더 기대하시는 것 같아요. 또 한번 어디 가볼까요? 어디 가볼까요?
보겠습니다.
Yeah, Manus is in front of the healer's house there.
어이구, 야 많이 벌었네 굿을. 가로등 아유 씨.
올해 플레이하셨던 밀레이션 분들께는.
So yeah, I'll be curious to read a post about what they plan on doing about like the insides of old outdated buildings.
끝까지 하시네. 어디 가나요?
네, 남쪽으로 한번 나가 보겠습니다. 왕감자가 네.
Oh, and there's some players gathering potatoes out here.
많이 캐는데?
네, 열심히 또 캐고 계십니다. 이상하게 잘 나오네요. 지금 확률 설정 잘못된 것 같은데.
휴지력키 슬쩍 뭔가 서리하는 사람인가?
잠깐만 저기
이거
감자 소리를 하고 있습니다.
이거 서리. 해돋이다.
네, 어떻게 소리하신 거죠?
Listen to those sound effects when they attack rats.
잘 활동하셨는데. 예.
That's really good. Those sound effects. You can hear like the blade.
아까 감자 캐는 모습도 그렇고 이렇게 늑대를 잡는 모습을 보면은 개발 서버에서 이런 모습을 보면 옛날 생각이 저희도 굉장히 많이 납니다.
The bears look really cool too.
용감하게도 곰한테 시비를 걸고 있어요.
그러니까 약간 그 옛날 향수를 느낄 수 있는 장면이 굉장히 많네요.
네.
좀 여러 탄데 그런데 좀 많이 거는 거 아니에요? 아이고. 아니 이 무기가 내가 하는 무기인데 저걸 들고 저렇게 되면 안 되는 거 아니에요? 말로 싸우는 거 아닌데.
And it looks like they're dying on purpose here to show us the death menu.
왜가?
컨트롤이 안 좋은 거 절대 아니고요. 이제 여러분들께 행동불능 보여드리고 싶어서.
Yeah, it looks really good.
이 곰이 진짜. 이 곰이.
저 눈치 없는 곰을
끝내봐.
당장 처리하겠습니다.
이럴 수 있었구나. 그랬는데 참
나우를
나우가
보여드리고 싶었는데. 네, 저희가 갈 때만. 네.
갈 때만. 이거 진짜 다르네요. 갈 때만.
네, 굉장히 그 감성적인 모습들이 많이 연출이 되죠.
네, 사진 포인트도 많은 것 같아요.
네, 스샷 찍기 정말 좋을 것 같죠.
그리고 몰래 뭐가 젖소.
네, 그리고 이제 젖소도 나옵니다. 젖소가 나왔으니까 또 이제 우유를 짜봐요. 젖소 보이실까요? 이제 젖소에 털이 윤기가 좀 자르르 흐릅니다.
잘 먹었네. 이런 디테일 어떠세요? 괜찮아요? 이거 굉장히 많은 분들께서 이 윤기를 위해서 파이팅한 것도 도움이 되네.
네, 그럼 또 이동을 해볼까요?
어디로 가나요?
네, 젖소가 있고
양털 되나?
네,
양?
양한테 한번 가보. 네, 양이 좀 있네요.
양?
여긴 허브.
Oh, there's some herbs out here too. I didn't notice that when I first watched this.
원래 허브가 없는데 시연을 위해서 이제 한번 여기다가 이렇게 심어서 보여드려 본 거고. 시연을 위해서 이제 한번 여기다가 이렇게 심어서. 허브가 없어요. 원래 허브가 없는데.
And you can see like back there, you can see the dungeon stone. So the dungeon stone guide, NPC, and all that stuff is back there. I don't think they go back there in this video, but at least they're getting the area set up.
시연을 위해서 이제 한번 여기다가 이렇게 심어서 보여드려 본 거고.
네. 양털을 너무 고급도구로 깎는 거 아니에요?
Gathering some wool.
이게 또 마비노기의 묘미죠. 납으로 양털을 깎고 있습니다.
이게 양털 그럼 도대체 얼마짜리인 거예요?
Yeah, it looks alright.
정말 고급 양털이네. 손길 피하지. 나보고 너무 날카로워.
문게이트는 지금은 작동을 하지 않지만 나중에 또 문게이트가 작동하는 예쁜 모습을 보여드릴 수 있을 것 같습니다. 안으로 들어가 보죠.
그러니까요. 양 얼굴도 너무 귀여웠어.
아시다시피 지금 이제 실시간으로 흐르는 시간이다 보니까 낮도 되게 예쁜데 지금 밤이 돼서.
Oh yeah, there's the unicorn statue.
여기는 유니콘 동상입니다. 해외 밀리시안 분들도 여기 굉장히 애정하시는 장소거든요.
이분들 아까 봤던 분 같은데 신고구하고 북마정.
신고구가 자꾸 따라옵니다. 북마정도 여기 있고요.
화면을 너무 좋아하는데 이분들.
유니콘 동상 어떠실까요?
이거 좋죠? 포토 스팟 하면 이럴 만한 데가 없으니까 다 나머지 분들 사진 찍으러 왔구나. 그러면 이거 또 다른 것도 할 수 있나요?
네, 한번 또 시몬한테 가보겠습니다. 아까 말씀드린 대로 내부 공사 중이라 시몬도 나와 있습니다.
날씨가 좋으니까 야외 작업 좋아요.
네, 그렇죠.
야외 작업 좋죠.
Yeah, and Simon's in front of his shop because it's just not done yet. Oh, so here's like the crafting menu for tailoring. That looks good.
이게
단순히 저희가 포팅만 하는 게 아니라 편의성이나 아니면 기능 측면에서도 훨씬 더 좋은 경험을 제공해 드리기 위해서 여러 가지로 고민하면서 개발을 하고 있습니다.
And the animations look good too.
아, 저 물레도 딱 할 때만 돌아가네요.
네,
아.
그렇죠. 이렇게 깨알 같은 연출도 신경 쓰고 있습니다.
아, 디테일. 어깨 나가겠네 시몬. 어쨌든 뭐 어깨 좀 안 좋을 것 같은데.
저 어깨가 괜찮습니다.
네.
드디어.
쌩쌩해.
아 근데 저 얼굴은 지금 임시로 적용된 거라서 시몬이 갑자기 초미남이 된 건 아니고요. 네. 시몬도 이제 본인의 얼굴을 찾을 겁니다.
밤에 조명 밑에서는 좀 다르게 보이니까 또 우리가. 네.
염색을 보여드리겠습니다.
어우.
Oh yeah, and the dying menu they're working on, that looks good.
이 의상도 이제 이터니티 버전으로 새로 만들어본 의상이고 그 의상에
So it looks like they're just doing like a test play of everything they've done like up until this point.
한뎁스에서 편하게 하실 수 있는 그런 방식을 지금 굉장히 고민을 많이 하고 있고요. 그리고 이제 염색뿐만이 아니라 다른 컨텐츠들도 이런 방식으로 이런 방향.
Because most of the stuff we've seen before in like previous updates, except for like the character creation menu.
저분이 리뷰를 참 좋아하세요. 네, 리뷰를
This time it's more about like actually testing out what they've done and like seeing how well it performs.
시연하시는 분이 계속 리뷰를 고집하고 있습니다.
아, 누가 시연하셨는지는 정보를 주셨네요. 네.
이제 또 한번 다음 또 밖으로 나가 보겠습니다.
아, 염색까지 딱 봤으니까 아무래도 우리가 고고? 어디요? 어디 가요?
가보자고 조금 올드한 것 같은데 네.
실시간 디스.
자, 덤바튼 밖으로 나가서.
Alright, they're gonna fight an armored bear.
네, 아머베어가
이 피오드에 있던 친구 아니에요?
The armored bear looks pretty cool.
볼수 있는 아머베어인데 보여드리고 싶어서 소환을 해봤습니다.
And you can see they haven't added the NPCs in front of it yet, but they have the commerce tent out there, the trading tent.
잘 아시겠죠? 지금 스킬도 저희가 새로 이제 기획된 스킬들을 적용해서 전투의 방향성을 지금 테스트를 해보고 있는 과정이라고 보시면 됩니다.
아머베어도 훨씬 더 좀 뭔가 좀 다른 느낌 나네요.
네. 그리고 지금
Living outside of the walls of Dumbarton must be kind of scary. I mean, there's a light on in that house next to them. Imagine just like being a simple farmer and like looking out your window and they're superpowered characters fighting a giant bear.
살려달라고. 파기 없대. 버리고 가자고? 어이, 세상은 그래요. 이렇게 날카로운 거예요.
여러분 저게 다 애드림입니다 지금.
어느 순간
굉장히 잘 해주고 계시네요.
본인들도 지금 즐기고 계시네.
네, 그리고 눈치채셨는지 모르겠는데 지금 이동 속도도 지금 그냥 시연을 위해서 잠깐 적용한 게 아니라 실제로 지금보다 더 높은 이동 속도를 적용하고 거기서부터 게임을 재설계해보는 그런 과정을 거치고 있습니다.
Oh wait, did that person just activate Spellwalk? That one back there? Let's see.
재설계해보는 그런 과정을 거치고 있습니다.
Yeah, that must be what the effect for Spellwalk looks like. That blue aura like around their feet and legs.
아, 저건 아까 제가 생성한 캐릭터네요.
맨 앞에 있다. 밀레시아님.
지금 여기 계신 분들은
Oh, and there's someone charging up Ice Spear. You can see the icon and the skill. Yeah, it looks good. So they're all showing a lot of stuff off.
시키지도 않은 멋을 부리고 있는. 네.
어떤 분들이에요?
네, 여기
Charging up Thunder.
실제 마비노기
I use Thunder a lot, so that looks pretty cool.
이터니티 개발팀 분들입니다.
아,
인사 한번 하시죠.
안녕하세요. 이야, 이게 전 AI인 줄 알았는데 그게 아니었네요.
네, 실제 개발팀 분들이고
네.
지금 이 시간에도 개발을 진행하고 계시다가 이제 밀레시안 여러분들께 직접 이터니티의 모습을 보여드리고 싶어서 이렇게 모여봤습니다.
I want to show you what Eternity looks like. So yeah, they've done a good job showing what like we can expect from this update. So far, this looks really good.
아, 오늘이요?
네.
주말에?
네, 지금 실제로 판교에 계십니다.
아니 왜 야아라고 하면서 속으로 다 웃고 있어요? 잘한다 잘한다는 눈빛으로.
네, 행복하시죠?
네.
여러분 그래도 행복하시죠?
호호 나.
And it's good that they all have like a variety of different like outfits and skills and stuff to show off.
네, 근데 진짜로 저분들 판파 오고 싶어 하셨는데 못 오셨죠.
아이고. 그래 다 행복하대요.
Like we see Tails, Halos,
유튜브 하기 힘드니까. 이 개발진 여러분들한테 좀 따뜻한 말씀 해주세요 그래도.
skills, wings.
개발팀 여러분, 네, 밀레시안 여러분께 지금 개발팀 여러분들 지금 고생하셨다고 박수 한번 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 아시다시피 판교까지 좀 멀어서
That character is showing the resting skill.
맞아. 이제 느끼셨다. 아 라이브다 정말 생라이브.
네, 이제 개발팀 분들 이제 돌아가셔서 다시 개발 마저 하시면 됩니다. 안녕.
맞아요. 배고프다 뭐 이런 얘기를 하는데 그래요. 뭐 퇴근도 중요하지만 인터넷 개발은 계속 돼야 되는 거니까 그렇죠? 예. 그러니까 여러분 안녕히 가세요. 개발하러. 뭐 퇴근은 뭐 그렇답니다.
물론 할 일 다 하시면 퇴근하셔도 되죠. 할 일 다 하고 이제 퇴근하시면 됩니다.
가족이 있어요는 너무 심하잖아. 어쨌든
화가 많이 나셨나 봐요.
뭘 자꾸 던지려고 그러네. 예.
So this is pretty cool. They've dropped some items on the floor here. It looks like there's some berries, and you can see them from a few different angles too. And then that's something from like tailoring, like maybe some thread. And then that's herb, probably a yellow or a gold herb.
저번에도 한번 보여드렸죠, 마나실드.
Oh, and there's a potato. Well, maybe that's, I don't know, that could be a coconut too. But there's that.
이분이 아까 그 개발 리더 분이신 거죠? 아까 우리 시연해 주신 분들.
그리고 지금 이제 저 대신 시연을 통해서 여러분들께
So it's just cool to like see how even those items that are dropped on the ground look better.
저분은 네, 개발.
And there was the guy playing when the director was talking after the director went on stage.
수염이 없으시던데.
But yeah, that's pretty much all the gameplay from the fantasy party. Alright, let's play some Mabinogi today. So, let's see, today's gonna be a pretty casual day. I'll probably work on some Dan tests, some dailies. Maybe I'll focus on Stardust today. I'm real close to having enough materials to take this to the next level. What about gold? I need like 1,500,000 for that? Yeah, and I'm even pretty close to having that much gold too. Alright, I guess we'll focus on Stardust. I really have no excuse not to. Oh yeah, it's Thursday, so we can use up these new near-tight crystals. Alright, let's get the next Stardust quests. Some sturgeon fish and conflict and unexpected battle. Okay, well I'm not gonna fish for those, so we'll just buy them on the auction house. I don't think those are too expensive. A little bit more pricey than I thought, but still not too bad. We just need 3. Let's pick up another item quest. Oh right, we need to hit complete there. Oh no, we're not doing that one. I'll have to exchange that one later. Actually, we're good on item material, it looks like. So now we mostly just need to focus on core fragment collection quests. Wish there was a faster way to clean out these bags. What happens if I do that? Nope, all the cobwebs are still in there. Okay, let's try and get a Shadow Mission Pass. So receive items and random items. And the mission was unexpected battle. Look at this scroll wheel, come on. That's weird that that's not working. Where are you broken? Or... Huh, once it gets to the bottom of the list, it doesn't want to scroll back up. That's weird. So that's a problem with the game. This is the mission. Alright, now we can go turn this one in. So let's speed things up a little bit. Let's use one of these Royal Academy crystals so we can get more materials. Oh, and this is the same mission that we had last time, which is fine with me, because that one's super short. Good, just a little bit more and we'll have enough materials to upgrade that. So I think I have enough materials now. Yeah, now I just need the gold. Well, that covered most of it. Can sell those. That. Need like 22k more. Get rid of this too. Alright, that'll do it. Let's increase my Stardust rank. And we're still looking for rank B material. For now, I'm not really going to focus on the skills. I'm going to focus on, like, leveling up the main Stardust thing so we can get these other skills. I think that's what I want to do for the time being. Hang on, if I have the little cat with wings, and we can change the, we can change the appearance of this, can't we? That's the one we're using. So we have this one unlocked. There's one more. Well, let's make them all look like this. I need to do some dye work on those. It costs 7 badges and I can buy 5 a week? Okay. don't think I can gain more until next Thursday. Maybe from the auction house. Let's try doing some dye work here. Oh, that's for the, yeah, I guess even that part needs to be dyed. For the visor. That's for the main body. Okay. So let's do part F first. Well, they all end up like different colors. I need like some sort of fixed dye ample for Stardust then. Or will all of them dye like this color, or one of these colors? Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, so like that. That looks pretty good, actually. Go ahead and try again. No, that's not really what I'm looking for. We should have like 3 left. Try for one of those. Nope. That failed. Okay, we have 1 die left. All these colors are pretty good. Like, if it ended up being the red or the blue or the yellow, I could live with that. Even that white one isn't too bad. There we go. That looks better. Okay, what can I do? Get more dyes. Stardust. Oh, they do have direct dyes for Stardust. Nice. I guess there aren't any fixed dyes on sale right now. Direct dyes are like 2 million. Jeez. Maybe I'll just buy normal Stardust dyes then. Even those aren't cheap. Well, I'll get at least one. Yeah, most of those look good. Let's try that. Wait a minute, but that didn't affect all of them. That only affected like one of them. I think maybe this one over here. Alright, well let's get the daily dungeon quest. Gonna do that next. So what do we have today? Coil dungeon. Let's go figure out what the veteran one is. And coil dungeon, so that's convenient. We'll clear it with one pass. It was the same thing yesterday too. The normal daily was berry dungeon and the veteran dungeon was berry dungeon yesterday. And I've never really left Stardust equipped when I've done a veteran dungeon before. I've never really needed it, but I'll leave it equipped this time and see if it makes any significant difference. Work on my spirit weapon real quick too. There. Alright, let's go to this veteran dungeon.
you
And time for the boss. I think the Stardust has helped a little. Like, I've been kind of keeping an eye on the damage it was doing to some of those veteran enemies, and it wasn't too bad. I think that gremlin will just get caught in the meteor, so it's fine. One. Two. Three. Took out almost half his health with just those three alone. And then Fate Foretold. Nice. That did a lot of damage. Okay, now let's switch over to magic. And we're gonna keep him pinned down with Thunder and let Thunder Blight do the damage. Just like that. Done. 23 minutes and 31 seconds. Spirit gems, smoldering thread, gem powder. So those two are done. What kind of shadow missions do we have today? Their method and Battle for Tailton 1. Oh right, in this reset, so we need to clear dungeons. Wait, Power Ruins dungeons? Power Ruins counts? I wonder why that one counts. But Abyss dungeons don't count. And Drabby Phantasm doesn't count. That's interesting. Wonder if castle dungeons count. What do I want to Dan rank? Like, I could do Dan ranks today. What about the other puppetry skill? Rising action. Oh yeah, and Crisis is still Dan 2. I'm not done with that one yet. So I could get Crisis to Dan 3. And then Rising Action to Dan 2. That sounds fun. Let's do that. But I'm going to need XP on both of those, so... let's go to turn on Nug for that. Oh, this is Dougal. Forgot he is voice acting. Okay, so here's the rising action one. Oh, that skill. Okay. So wait a minute, I need like 6 enemies at once. Let's see if we can round up some zombies here. Okay, let's put that away for a second. I'll use lightning bolt to herd them all up. Okay, with these guys we'll have 4. Let's go ahead and pull this zombie over here too. With these 2, that'll make 5. Bring that one in. Okay, we have 4, 5, 6. Bring in that one too. Okay, now all the zombies are together. Actually, it says finish them with the attacks, so maybe I should do that. And then summon like that for the finish. Excellent, now we have the XP. But we have to get XP on the other one too. On the other skill. The other nice thing about Nimbus pets, I think they can heal baronets, so they're good for puppet users too. Which is probably something that's overlooked since I don't think there are too many puppet users. Okay, we need to get like 6 to 8 of them at once. Oh, we have like 4. There's 5. Let's wait a little while. Get a bunch of them over here. This is why zombies are good training dummies. They drop a decent amount of gold here, and you can herd them up and use them for those skills that need you to get like 6, 8 enemies, whatever. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that sure worked out nicely. Let's try right here next. And get 4 more zombies right here. Got him. Let's go over here with these 3. Okay, well, we're done with the with puppet training. Now we can take those Dan tests. Let's go and put this back over here. Oh wait, how much gold do I have? I spent most of my gold on that Stardust thing. I made a lot in the veteran dungeon, so we're good. Let's do the puppetry Dan tests. Crisis Stand 3. Let's see how difficult this is. So let's go ahead and remove all that and put Crisis on 4 and yeah, we're gonna need 12k points here. Oh, and Crisis Escape. Let's put that on 9. So far, the stand test is going pretty well. Like, I've had worse luck at these. Okay, let's go over here. already have over half the points we need, and still like 3 minutes to spare. So yeah, off to a really good start for this stand test. Okay, let's go over here. We need them close. Over here. For some reason the skill failed there, but that's okay. We're doing really well so far. Can't really complain with this much success. Go over here. Ooh, that did not work out the way I planned. But this one will. Okay, wait a little bit. Okay, we just need like one more success. I need to get on that one. Perfect. Yes, that den test isn't too bad. Had really good luck in the beginning, especially. So I just have to do that one more time, and then we can get to Dan 3 with that. Puppetry, Crisis, Stand 3. Put this back up here. And let's get started. Oh wow, they're dealing some damage this time. They're pretty mad at me from last time, I think. Hey! Okay, let's get those potions on real quick, because if I die, that's bad. What, poisoned again? Jeez. Oh, that should have worked out for that. We might fail this time. Get back here. Yeah, we're not gonna pass this time. That's pretty obvious. We're gonna run out of time before we get enough points. Like, I might get 11,000 or something, but it won't quite be enough points to pass. Okay, let's just retreat. Just gonna have to try again, no big deal. Did it once, can do it again. Ow. There we go. Finally got it. So yeah, the Dan 3 test for that is a decent challenge, but not impossible. There are more annoying Dan tests than that. And I should have 2 of those coupons, right? So we can do the additional Dan tests. Where are those ones off to? There they are. Okay, now let's take the Dan test for Rising Action. Dan 2. So I think we'll need 9k points on that. I guess we can put that on 4 for now. It's fine. I get it. So their goal is to knock me as far away from my puppet as possible, because rising action always happens like near your character. There we go. Ow. There. I forgot to equip Crisis Escape. That was not a good plan there. I should have did that. There. 9k points. That's pretty easy. Use the next one. And rising action. And to test 2. Put that on 4. And let's remember to equip Crisis Escape this time. Done. That was even easier than last time. And I think we're just gonna make this a pretty short Mavi stream today, so we'll wrap things up right around here. We'll do a little bit of a longer stream tomorrow and work on more Stardust and stuff. There isn't too much to do until the new Arcana come out. In fact, no, tomorrow I'm actually going to be wrapping it up a little early as well because of the Winter Showcase. Like, that's tomorrow at 9 p.m. So, again, the Winter Showcase for Mabinogi, South Korea is going to be, for the NA players, it's going to be tomorrow on November 28th at 9 p.m. for West Coast players, and for East Coast players, it's going to be on the 29th at midnight, so 3 hours later. And that's on, like, the official Mabinogi Korean YouTube channel. So if you want to see, like, the life skill updates that they're going to be adding over there, and more news about Eternity, that's something you'll want to watch.